Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from being shot in the head. Too soon? What up? Tomcat in his room, not communicating with his friends and roommates out there. I'm here to talk about Death Cat Goes to White Castle / Death Cat Reefer Monster Madness / Death Cat vs. the Nain Rouge. So, it's an anthology. It's going to be hosted by Count Cat in Trithulania. It's going to start off with Peanut Butter the Cat, Scooby-Doo, going through the sky, action-packed type of thing, green screen, paintings. This will probably be the most complicated part of it, really. But anyways, the cat comes to fourth dimensional country Trithulania, gets the catnip. He puts on the TV set, 1980s TV set, and starts the Tales from the Cat episode where it goes into Death Cat Goes to White Castle. So then it actually follows Peanut Butter back to the third dimension of Detroit, and he takes weed to this drug dealer, probably Zach. We'll go with the Ghouls gang, who also puts a little hex on their own batch of weed. Tomcat and whoever the fuck else is in Death Cat at the time. I want to shoot this in Detroit. I really want to get Masa to be in it just because it's, I don't know if she wants to act though. We'll see who's in it. That's the big gamble. It's the trouble with the writing, but we're going to keep it basic. This whole thing is going to be like a no-budget, lo-fi aesthetic type of thing. Like it's shot on high 8, maybe even odd. Got to make sure we got good sound. But anyways, they smoke the weed, and one of them sees the Nain Rouge, and another one finds himself in a predicament that causes this chaos, because the Nain Rouge shows up whenever there's chaos, the Detroit riots, the fires, a lot of different things, and they go to White Castle looking for sliders. They're super baked, and they just want some veggie sliders, but they're either sold out, or a different White Castle has been robbed, or there's always some predicament, and then they end up getting in these other situations, like it's 420, neo-Nazi gang tries to beat them up, but then they get stopped by skins and punks. And so the little message there is, I remember Devin Plonka, this cat I hung out with for a minute in high school, said, "Not all skinheads are Nazis, and not all Nazis are skinheads." So that's going to be a line that's in there. There's going to be mold people popping out, other turmoil, and it's going to intertwine with the Reefer Madness, where there's going to be another character. Problem is I also want to play this character, where he's going to be not a greaser, but basically a greaser, like how it's like that, just basically the wardrobe, how they had like in the late 80s, early 90s, rebel, people just regurgitating stuff. But anyways, there's going to be an example of one character that they're like all pissed off and angry, they want to kill somebody, and they're going crazy, and they're smashing plates and shit, and then they smoke weed and they chill out, and it helps them relax. So that's like a positive thing about smoking weed. The other thing's going to be somebody that's little off, but then they smoke weed, and then the demons start talking to them, which sometimes that shit happens, and they get all like paranoid, and then this Reefer Monster Madness demon smoke cloud is like taunting him, tempting him, and he eats all his roommates' food, and the whole house eats all the food, and he starts committing crimes because he needs more food, or then he's just like sleeping and passing out while he's driving, and just all the negative shit. Which, people are like, why do you want to put weed in a negative way? Because there's negative shit about it, honestly. Dreams, you don't remember your dreams. It's hindering, it's liberating. Drugs is just like people, good and bad, use, don't abuse. It's however you're going to choose. So, anyways, we go back to Trithulania for a moment, and Count Cat's baked out of his fucking mind on catnip, and then, or I guess that's already happened. It's also going to be disjointed, because that happens when you're stoned. It's gonna be a character that's always, every scene he says, "Oh my god, I'm so fucking stoned," and then always there's gonna be parts where people forget their dialogue. Of course, there's gonna be parts where people forget the fucking dialogue because, well, we're not getting paid and we're trying to live the other parts of our lives. I just want to keep the shit basic and simple, but make it entertaining as fuck and have fun with it. So that's the goal with this. Little pressure. I want to shoot like a whole, because it'll be 3. Then the last one's the Nain Rouge. The Nain Rouge is popping up at White Castle here, there. Really want to get Jamie, Easter, Jimbo. Oh my fucking god. It's, you know, I know you gotta be into it. That's the thing, is like, I gotta talk to this dude. He's a performance artist, fucking weirdo, soul brother, fucking. Anyways, yeah, damn, it'd be so good. I swear to fucking god, it'd be so good. What else? See, the third act's really not that developed, but everything's gonna kind of coincide. Like, characters from first act will like maybe bump into somebody in the third act, and then there's like, oh no, I wanted to do like that. First act, they mention something in the third act, and then they bump. There's like an exchange where they intersect with characters in the second act. There's gonna be Bong Cat, which is the cat Bong. I want to get Don Bowles with his head as just like a bowl of like a pipe, and then it's just like a close up with him talking for a second. And what the fuck else do I gotta say about this movie? But yeah, I want it to be fun and collaborative, no pressure, just whatever. I've been trying to write it only when I'm stoned, which is another downside of weed. I mean, everybody's different. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's like I don't have shit, but I'll just write stuff, and I'm trying to be careful of dialogue. And yeah, Death Cat, Reefer Monster Madness. Death Cat goes to White Castle, Death Cat versus the Nain Rouge. Tales from the Cat. Tales from the Cat. Meow.